Okay, that... I shut that. I want to put that scroll there. Stay on the piano. Stay. Stay on the piano. Stay there. I'm watching you. Stay there. Oh, yeah. Wonderful. Actually, get out here. Out, let me out. I'm weak and feeble. I don't like the dark. I'm mean to you. Oh. Seriously? Pieces of paper freak you out? Come on. Man up, Daniel.
17th of May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light.
Doesn't want to look at this darkness. I think I can actually walk out there. Can I walk up this path? No, you're making it very difficult for me, aren't you? I'm not going to walk across the left path. I'm going to walk in the darkness and see if something gets me. Okay, I don't like those noises. Let's see if the patch is done. Yeah.
It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light.
I want to touch it.
I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Not freaking out. So there you see, those same people that you didn't like before for their different language, they pulled you to safety. Everyone's really nice to you. Oh, come on, fraps. You want me to stop ganging up on Daniel now, don't you? Yeah. Written down. Must find a new way out of this area. Well done, Daniel. I wonder why we have to find a new way out of the area, Because those rocks are in the way by any chance? Yes? Where did this come from? I don't remember there being a knight in here anymore. Oh well, never mind. Does this look breakable? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Let's go. Let's fight today. Woohoo! Ooh.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
There's some sort of secret door mechanism. Yes. Okay, that one's actually quite helpful. Aha! I think it might be this. A draft and faint light coming from behind the shelf. Yes. You see, if you were on a diet... No, maybe not. I don't know. Some goodies. Ooh, look. Note. You see, you can tell when you have to read a note because readable notes have this lovely, they kind of glow by themselves. Yeah, smashy, smashy. Okay, local folklore, Altstad and Brennenburg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore is Altstad, deep within the East Prussian woods. For centuries there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbour, Castle Brennenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes is as picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travellers should indulge themselves in such conversations since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. The Gatherer of the Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that the soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies were wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have sighted them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Altstad in the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for the remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of the time. One day he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to be never seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Altstad, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? Tourists here are really, really good people. Let's have a lot of fun. The Immortal Baron. The Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle nearby Altstad, and like most those of noble birth, rumours are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remain popular throughout the presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage, therefore the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the west over 300 years ago, lived through time of occupation and joined the coveted order of the Black Eagle along with the great leaders of this country.